Greetings, Be by Nature L, coming at you with PowerWithNature.com, completing video number 5 in the Why You Broke series. If you haven't done so yet already, check out videos 1 through 4. Speaking of different ways of why you're still broke, why you're still stuck in that broke mentality and that broke way of living, and just finding ways to come up out of it. For video number 5 reasons why you're still broke. Because you're waiting on something to happen. Can we say that again? Because you're waiting on something to happen. What is it that you're waiting to happen? What is it? Like, what really are you waiting to happen? Today is Sunday, one of my favorite days, day of self. Sun is the is representation of who we are personality wise, who we really are. So it just naturally it makes me think of what do people do on Sundays. They go to their different various religious churches, temples, whatever you want to call it. And it just got me to thinking, all those people, this is a different subject matter, but I'm just using this in correlation to what we're talking about now. They're waiting on something to happen. It's like we're always just waiting on something to happen. They're waiting on the return of some being. They're waiting on something outside of themselves to happen and make things happen. It's the same reason why you're broke. You're waiting on something to happen. You're waiting on that amazing opportunity to just fall from the sky. You're waiting on that new $1 million idea that's going to make you $1 million, or you're just waiting, always waiting on something to happen. You're not even actively out there creating and making something happen. You're not putting yourself into new situations. You're not putting yourself into new scenarios. You're not putting yourself into anything new. You're doing the same old, and waiting for something to happen. And how's that working out for you? I'll tell you how it works out for me. It doesn't work out, because every time I'm sitting waiting for something to happen, the days go by, and the days just pass, and the days just pass, and the days be passing, and nothing happens. Nothing. But yet if I step out and just actively do and make something happen, well, there it is. I made something happen. You have to get out of the mentality of always wanting to wait for something to happen, waiting for something to come to you, waiting, all that waiting. Man, we have spent so many centuries of waiting. There has been a whole generation of people that have passed on that were simply waiting for something to happen, and it never did. They've passed on, and they've on to the other side, and here's a whole new generation here now, and we've picked up right where they left off at, waiting for something to happen. We're always putting stuff outside of ourselves and thinking that it's just going to come to us, instead of going out there and creating and making it happen for self. So you're probably thinking, well, what am I supposed to do? How do I make something happen? Okay, you want a new again, like I mentioned in the video before this, we're trying to step out of the side of thinking of careers or jobs or things like that. So I'm not going to use you want a certain job, so you just go out there and get it. That's too easy. We all can really do that. In fact, we all have done that already. We all have went and got a little job to pay a little bit more, a little better position. We all have done that. So let's take it a step bigger, and we're working on creating something for ourselves. So what do you do to step up to make something happen in the world of where you're creating for yourself? Well, one way would be to put your art out there, to put your work out there, to put whatever it is that you're working on, whether it be a project, whether it be products, whether it be information, whether it be, teaching, videos, books, whatever it may be. Put yourself out there. Get yourself involved in groups of other people that are doing what you're similar doing, and that can offer you opportunities that will take you to that level in which you seek to be in. These are examples of how you begin to make stuff happen, and not sitting and waiting for something to happen. You have to put yourself actively out there. You have to actively get into it, and you have to actively and purposely make it happen. That is what it's all about. There's simply nothing else to it. It just, you have to make it happen. Action is everything. Action is everything. Doing is everything. Without it, there's nothing. Without action, what is there? Without action, there's no movement. Without action, there's no change. Without action, there's nothing, because there's no action. It's like, as simple as that. It's hard for us to sometimes grasp that, because out of fear, we've been placed in such a fear-based way of living for so long. So it's like now, we hearing all this stuff like, oh, I just gonna make it happen. Okay, if I make it happen, then money will come to me, or then I won't be broke no more. It's so easy said, but yet it's the part that we trip up on is whenever it's time to do. And that's because we have been trained to make it harder on ourselves than what it naturally and already is. We've been trained to have such self-doubt in ourselves, and to wait on something outside of ourselves to do it for us. It's as if we no longer know in our innate nature that it's in us to do. This part of ourselves has been taken away, and this is the part that we must begin to get back into if we want to find true success and happiness and stability and having everything that we want in our lives. We have to be able to grab hold of that element in ourselves that we have lost due to numerous reasons. A lot of reasons. This rabbit hole goes so deep, and it's like we have to dig ourselves out of it. And we just digging and digging and digging. But that's good. That's the journey. The journey is to dig. At least you started digging. Some haven't even started digging. Some people don't even know that they're supposed to dig. So you gotta step out and make something happen. That's how you make that change. The next thing you know, you get a big deal come your way, a collaboration where you get to work with somebody else that's doing the same thing that you're doing, and together y'all get to create something that's very beneficial and lucrative for the both of you, because you got out there and you made it happen. You put yourself out there and you just took the chance, and you had faith and strength in yourself, and next thing you know, it just happened for you. You got to get out there and just make it happen. You got to do something new, and you got to stop waiting. I know that waiting mentality came from religious backgrounds. That's really where it originated from, this waiting. We gotta get away from that. There's nothing waiting on it. Everything is waiting on you. The whole world is just sitting there like this and just waiting on us to do something. Like, when they gonna do it? I don't know when they're gonna do it. I guess they'll do it sooner. I guess we'll just be sitting here waiting for them to do it. This is Be Right Nature L. Check out the other videos in this series, of the Why You Broke series. Check out more videos coming in talking about money, changing our mindset, because that's what it's all about. Check out the video Money is Energy. That is very, very important. Understanding what money actually is. It's energy. And just, and just continue to build with us, and continue to expand our minds so that we can get out of this old mindset and way of doing things and get into the new. It's time to let go of the old, leave the old behind us, and it's time to jump on into the new. It's a whole new world, and we got to get ready for it. Being Right Nature L, PowerNature.com.
You my lady, my babe, I love when you shower with me, and all your love amazing. My feelings scream louder when I ain't honest. You got me when it seems I'm gonna fall. When I need you, I use my mind to make a man to call. Will we ever disconnect? The answer would be no. The simple fact we always been, you're my supreme